Gubbenspleiss Roller oder Totes. Size doesn't matter, or does it? Named after a hummingbird but stings like a bee, the 2mm Kolibri. The 2mm Kolibri, also known as the 2.7mm Kolibri car pistol or the 2.7x9mm Kolibri, is the smallest commercially available centerfire cartridge. Patented in 1910 and introduced in 1914 by Franz Fanel, an Austrian watchmaker with financial support from Georg Schabner. It was designed to accompany the Kolibri semi-automatic pistol or the single-shot pistol, both marketed as self-defense weapons. The name derives from Kolibri, the German word for hummingbird, which is among the smallest birds of that species as well. The cartridge weighs 5.3 grams or 82 grains, measures 3mm or 0.12 inches at its widest point, and 11mm or 0.43 inches from the base to the primer to the tip of the bullet. The cartridge is headspaced to the mouth of the case. The bullet itself masses 0.2 grams or 3 grains, and is estimated to have a normal muzzle velocity of 200 meters per second or 660 feet per second, resulting in a muzzle energy of 4.0 joules and 3 feet lbs. The Kolibri's small size made handling and loading individual cartridges difficult as well, and the bullet itself was fairly weak, with literature at the time suggesting the round was only capable of penetrating only 10 to 40mm or 0.39 or 1.57 inches of pine board. The round also suffers from some accuracy issues, since the technology of the time was incapable of applying rifling to the bore of such a small caliber, resulting in no spin in the bullet. How many Kolibri pistols were bought in the intention of actual self-defense is debatable, as the gun is far more of a novelty than a serious weapon, even in the 1900s. Still, it could be seen as a legitimate deterrent against stray dogs and stray animals, a common use for small arms at the time. The sting of the Kolibri bullet could actually potentially frighten off a dog without subjugating the firer to the noise of a more typical firearm, or forcing them to carry something the size of a typical firearm, or actually killing a dog altogether. And Franz Fanel would make several other unusual small firearms during his career, including the 3mm and the 4.52mm designs, but the Kolibri remains the most distinctive work and the most famous of all. The series and most weapons by Franz Fanel, which were novelty weapons and small miniature weapons, were discontinued in 1938. Of course, with novelty and of course rare weapons, this is actually a collector's edition and only 1,000 were ever produced. It is notable for being the smallest handgun in the world. Remember guys, size doesn't matter, unless you're in a war. Novelty or not, it is one of those strange guns of World War One, or before World War One. Cheesy outro, exports ahoy-ish, I know, I tried my best. But there's nothing to go with, size matters, I guess, you know, sexual innuendo jokes. There you go. Have a nice time. Hope you enjoyed the Kolibri, and you'll actually have something more, you know, average size. Okay, I'm gonna end it right here before the sexual innuendos get out of hand, but hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something, and just because you have the smallest gun on the battlefield doesn't mean you can't kill a man. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm just learn something, or giggle at the sexual innuendos, but learn something.